Hello everyone, we are from Business Education and we are going to be discussing ICT, which means Information and Communication Technology, the Enterprise Architecture. We are Group 30 and my name is Olale Kompalikis Moromo.
I'm David Bulam.
My name is Owolabi Mukuta Moreni KG.
I am Abiselua from Elias.
As I said earlier, our topic is ICT, which means Information and Communication Technology, the Enterprise Architecture. So I'm going to be doing the introductory part. What is ICT? ICT is Information and Communication Technology. What is information? Information talks about a processed data, and how does it relate to a business? As we all know that in the business world now, information is key. For any business to actually operate, business has to get right information at the right time, a complete information, a relevant information for the process of their decision making. So every business, either small, medium and large, they need information for their processing and for their day-to-day running of the activities. Now let's go to communication. Communication is the passing of the information that we have acquired earlier, passing it from one place to another, from one person to another. When information is not being passed from one place to another, for a business to make decision might be difficult. So this communication is a means of transacting. It's as if we are sending what we've gotten from purchasing departments to other departments for decision making. For an organization, if there is no adequate communication, there is no how the organization can move effectively. So for every business organization, for every organization, communication is very important for the smooth running of such business. Now let's talk technology. Technology, they are scientific knowledge that solves human problem or makes life easy for people and also change the environment. You can see in the business world today, many things that we do with our hands, with our energy, with our sweat, they are being done by the use of technology. Now, how that machine makes work easier for men. Let's take for example, we can see the use of calculator. It's time pass, people calculate even in big business using their brain, in which time might not even take them, or they might not get the accuracy of what they need. But the use of calculator through the technology make calculation easier for big organizations to use, even small and medium organizations. Are we talking about our computer? We know that earlier people saved their documents, their files using a hard copy file, in which it is very cumbersome for people to keep record of what happened in the last 50 years, something like that. But with the use of computer now, computer help people to save their information. They can get it anytime they want it. So technology has really impacted the business world. Let's go to the business enterprise, the enterprise architecture. This is talking about the conceptual framework, the blueprint that guides your organization on what to do and what to do it. We all know that architecture is just like a design. So this enterprise architecture is talking about the blueprints, the design, like the framework that the organization will have to follow to carry out their activities. For any organization to be able to run effectively in this century, because this century depends solely on technology. For any organization business to run effectively, they have to make sure that they have a good ICT system in stock. So I'm going to be stopping here for my colleagues to take over and do more explanation.
Good day. I am here to continue from where my colleagues stopped. I want to talk about enterprise architecture. And the term enterprise architecture is not a new word for everyone. So I can say enterprise architecture is a conceptual blueprint that defines the structure and organization of an enterprise. The intent of an enterprise architecture is to determine how an organization can improve on its efficiency. We can also say enterprise architecture is a process by which an organization helps in improving the productivity of their business. Then we have several components of an enterprise architecture. The enterprise architecture has several components. We have about 5 components of an enterprise architecture. The first one, we have the business architecture. The second one, we have the application architecture. The third one, we have the data architecture. The fourth one, we have the technology architecture. And the fifth one, we have the privacy and security architecture. Now, let's think about the business architecture. What is business architecture? Business architecture is the analysis and systematic process by which an organization uses their business strategy in improving their business operations. And when we think about application architecture, application architecture describes the process and analysis of the patterns and techniques by which an organization uses application to develop their own business operations. And the third one, we're talking about the data architecture. The data architecture describes the way the data is managed from collection through distribution and from distribution to consumption. And the first one is architecture. Technology architecture simply means the application of application architecture such as the hardware and software components in business processes. And the last one is the security and privacy architecture. The security and privacy architecture defines information access and security policies used to help business operate their transaction. And that's all I'm going to say about business architecture and its components.
I'm going to talk about the components of ICT, which there are two types of components of ICT, which is hardware component and software component. So hardware component is the selective digital that help the computer to work or to function or to that enable the user to use the computer properly. Inside the hardware, there are two types of hardware copy, which is internal and external. In internal, there are devices that help improving the computer system, which is CPU, storage, and RAM. So those three functions help the hardware copy to function, and also helped it to move and enable the users to make the use of the hardware software. It's external. External is the process that able the input and output that connect the input and output together, such as monitor, mouse, keyboard, speaker and mouse. They are the physical part of hardware which enable the connection of hardware system to function. Under system software, they are software that will be stored in the computer, that will be stored in the hardware computer, that enable the computer to function whenever the user want to make the use of the computer. It's also a data process that enable the user to work on a system that enable the user to operate on the computer system. In the software system, we have two types of components, which are system components and application software. Application software and system software. So under the system software, they are application of files that are being stored that enable the computer to function properly. Under application software is like a system opposite to hardware. Opposite hardware component. There's also a physical component that enable the computer to work the computer to work perfectly without no fuss and issue.
Hi everyone, I'll be talking about importance of ICT in businesses, which is information communication technology. Firstly, we have productivity. You see little entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs that just wake up and okay, I want to start a business, and through social media, Instagram, WhatsApp, it has really helped them build their businesses. You see people in WhatsApp selling clothes, shoes, even food. ICT has really helped so many businesses grow. We also have customer experience. That, like through ICT, you already know what your customer wants, what your consumer wants, what they really want. You understand them better. You guys communicate well. ICT has helped us through and so many. In conclusion, ICT has really helped so many businesses in marketing, communication, production, and supply chains. And Through social media, everyone and anyone sells, and everyone is an entrepreneur because they sell through social media, as they communicate to their consumers through social media with the help of ICT. Thank you.